mommies, daddies, friends, and to you little kids, welcome to WowLive 22. Well, we are celebrating our Mid-Autumn Festival here in Vietnam. Also, kids, welcome back to school, and because of that, our WowLive for today talks about back to school. That's correct. Now, I would like to start with here, our beautiful board. This is Fisher-Price Think, Learn Alpha Slide Writer. As you can see, we have our letters and our screen in here, which I will tell you later how to do it. So this Fisher-Price Think, Learn Alpha Slide Writer targets 3 to 6 years old, will help your preschooler master their writing skills through their hands-on fun with this mess-free magnetic writing pad. That's correct. So mommies, daddies, parents, you have nothing to worry about the dust of the chalks from using the board and the chalks. This one is very good and safe for your kids. The movable tiles will allow your preschoolers to create words. They can use as models to practice writing. So let's try the word here with S, U, and N. So they can copy that. Yes, they can copy that using the Grow With Me pen, Think and Learn Alpha Slide Writer. This is movable. Rubber grip helps preschooler learn how to properly and comfortably grasp a pen because it has a rubber and it's very light, and you have nothing to worry about losing it because we have built-in yarn at the back. Yes, so let's try. S-U-N, sun. There you go. Your kids can copy that as well as practicing their writing skills, and of course it's also going to enhance their patience in finding the words. Yes. Well, when kids are ready to write without the grip, simply remove it and store it on the back of the writing pad. So you can just store it here or at the back here. Don't worry, Wowpik team will help you to set it up. Yes, it's very easy, and plus the pen is conveniently removable or conveniently connected to the writing pad. Like what I said, you have nothing to worry about. The Easy Slide Eraser, it's here. Easy Slide Eraser will let the kids practice again and again, well, anytime they want, wherever they want. Mommies, daddies, and parents, you can bring it anywhere you go. To keep your kids busy, and also while they're being busy, you can also have your own time. There you go. Fisher-Price Think and Learn Alpha Slide Writer for ages 3 to 6 years old. Very exciting one. If you would like to avail that one, all you have to do is to send us a message. Well, I have the second one for you. Well, here's the next one from VTech Write, Learn, and Creative Center. Write, Learn, Creative Center. Did you hear that? Yes, this is for 3 to 6 years old. Practice writing and drawing skills with on-screen instructions and interactive activities. It has a lot of buttons that your kids will surely love. Follow the demonstration to learn correct stroke order for uppercase and lowercase writing. So let's turn it on. Can you hear that?
Hello, let's play. Press the letter buttons to spell your name and press the OK button when you're done.
So we have a lot of buttons here on the side. So we have the first one.
Lines and shapes.
Lines and shapes.
How to draw.
How to draw.
Guess the picture.
Guess the picture.
Musical drawing.
Musical drawing.
Uppercase letter writing.
Uppercase letter writing.
Lowercase letter writing.
Lowercase letter writing, and so on. So this side will encourage the kid or whatever kind of activity your kid chooses to. And we have this side, this is the full alphabet letters, which teach your kids how to write it. Let's say, for example, so it appears in the screen.
Hello, let's play. Press the letter buttons to spell your name and press the OK button when you're done. A. Press the OK button when you're done.
So it will instruct your kid what to do next. Yes, the customized and creative center and learning how to write your name step by step, which is very helpful, especially if your kids are starting to go to school. Practice drawing skills by following the instructions on how to draw different lines, shapes, and objects. So this is the easy peasy eraser slide. Whenever they're done, exploring creativity with stems, not only with the alphabets, how to draw lines and shapes, it also comes with a beautiful stems, which helps the kids more engaged with the activity. That's correct. It comes with a house stems and shape of a pear. There you go. And of course, our built-in pencil. And let's try some heart. Just like that. Whenever they're done, all they have to do is do easy slide eraser, and they're all good and fine. There you go. This is from VTech Write and Learn Creative Center. Again, this is for 3 to 6 years old. If you would like to avail this, all you have to do is to send WowPik a message. Yes, it comes with a battery, and of course, WowPik will provide it for you. Very, very astonishing toy. There you go. Those are our beautiful toys, specially made for you kids. Now let's move on with our reading time. We have a dragon called Worry, and we have Princess Louise. I think I would go with dragon called Worry. Well, this book targets for 2 to 6 years old. Worry the dragon, that's correct, dragon's name is Worry, is good at looking after Morgan May. Morgan May is the princess right here. But sometimes he can be a little too cautious. And Worry the dragon worries a lot. Well, join Morgan May as she teaches her dragon that making new friends is something not to be frightened of. It's okay to make friends, absolutely okay to explore. A Dragon Called Worry is part of a series of the storybooks that contain advice and reassurance for children and parents managing common childhood worries. It's very important to address these kinds of concern, as our kids may encounter a lot of things in our outside world. So, shall we begin? In our first to second pages, it will help you parents, mommies and daddies. You have some advice in here, how to approach, how to do stuff, and you know, when your kid is such in a situation about worrying, we can have a look in here from Dr. Sherry Thomas. She will give you some advice about how to approach in certain matters about worrying. It's a very helpful book, not only for your kids, but also for you mommies and daddies. So, shall we begin? Worry the dragon and Morgan May have a different adventure together each day. What are they doing? They are flying a kite. Do you know how to do this too? I think it's fun. They go out to play in the sun and snow and rain. And Worry gets both of them home safe again. But although Worry's good at predicting the weather, his main problem is he's just not very clever. He's not just very clever. I think he's overthinking. One day, they move castle and everything's new. And Worry's a little unsure what to do. Worry's thinking what to do. He's not sure about things. When Morgan May wants to make friends and play, Worry decides that it's safer to stay. Morgan May wants to play, but Worry says, I think it's safer to stay. We shouldn't go out. To Worry's surprise and utter dismay, Morgan May just goes out anyway. Nothing can stop her. Worry starts panicking. What will you do if you fall on your face and they all laugh at you? What if she won't take turns on a big trampoline? Worry is worrying. What if he steals all your best jelly beans? Oh no! Morgan May wants to do some exploring. So she makes up her mind to try and ignore him. But the harder she tries to ignore Worry's fears, the harder he tries to make sure that she hears. On her quest to find friends, she makes up her mind to go out alone and leave Worry behind. But Worry is worried, and before very long, he escapes to tell Morgan how things might go wrong. So Worry the dragon tried to stop Morgan May. And later, when Morgan May goes to bed, he keeps her awake with his worries instead. The more Worry worries, the bigger he grows. From the spot on his nose to the claws on his toes. He fills up the tower from ceiling to floor until he's so big that he blocks up the door. Morgan sighs. I'm bored, stuck inside. But Worry replies, it's safer to hide. Then out of the window, they spot something new. The knight's got a dragon that looks just like you. The little knight calls, are you two all right? A Worry that big must have quite a fright. I want to make friends, but he won't let me go. I've told him it's safe, but he says, I don't know. I've tried to ignore him, but that makes him panic. Which is why you see he's grown so gigantic. A Worry gets bigger. If it's not listened to, it's best to sit down and talk these things through. So up climbs the knight to join Morgan May. They listen to Worry. Then Morgan says, some of these worries just aren't very likely. And the ones that might happen aren't really that frightening. If he steals my sweets, I can teach him to share. And if she won't take turns, We can bounce as a pair. Each time I fall over, I'll get up again. That's easy to do when you're helped by a friend. You're right, worry dragon. Lots of things might go wrong, but learning to face them is how I'll go strong. They go through the worries, one by one and all. As worry gets calmer, he shrinks and grows small. So worry went back to his old self, or went back to his old size. Thanks for your help and for being here to listen. Now I can return to my friend finding mission. As it so happens, that's my mission too. How would you feel if my friend was you? The end. There you go. A perfect book that talks about worries. So again, this is for ages 2 to 6 years old. Talks about Worry the dragon is good at looking after Morgan May, or his friend, but sometimes he can be a little too cautious. Well, he's got a lot of worries, and this book will help you mommies, daddies, and parents, and you also kids, to understand about worrying. This is a perfect book. That's great. Alright, let's move on to our next book, Princess Louise and the Nameless Thread. This is for 2 to 6 years old. Well, the story is all about Princess Louise starting school. She doesn't think she's nervous until the Nameless Thread arrives. So, let's join Princess Louise as she learns to face her fears with a little help from Gran or Grandma. Yes, Princess Louise and the Nameless Thread is part of the series of storybooks that contain advice and reassurance for children and parents managing common childhood worries. That's correct. So it's almost the same with our first book, The Dragon Cold Worry. So parents, it's got some little advice for you how to address some certain concerns regarding your kids starting a new school year. That's correct. Well, starting school is an exciting and important time of every child, and of course their parents. There will be lots to do and think about before the big day. It is normal for children to feel very overwhelmed by it all. So your kids will naturally have many thoughts and feelings about it, but don't worry, parents, this book will help you out how to address these kinds of concerns. So, shall we begin? When the bedtime book had been read, Gran put down her needle and thread. Soon you'll be going to school, she said, where you'll learn how to read books to me instead. Louise said, okay, and went up to bed, unaware of the oncoming Nameless Thread. It crept down the street and along the halls. It seeped straight through the windows and walls and arrived at the foot of Louise's bed and swirled like a cloud right over her head. A swirl of purples and blues and reds. The whirling, swirling, nameless dread. The next day she woke up and nothing was right. Her hair was a mess and her clothes were too tight. Her favorite toy broke, and try as she might, she just couldn't get her kite to take flight. Oh no! Whatever's the matter, Louise? Gran said. But Louise had no name for the Nameless Thread. Oh no! It came to the shops when they bought school supplies. It burst from her bag as a nasty surprise. It appeared at the moment Louise least expected, just when she thought she had managed to forget it. Even at tea time, as she ate jam and bread, she couldn't escape from that nameless thread. It's all over her head. Poor Louise, thinking about it. That night, Gran spotted a cloud round her head. Now that looks to me like a nameless thread. Let's try to make this dark cloud untangle. It looks a bit big for you to handle. Gran saw it. The best way to manage a nameless thread is to try to unpick it thread by thread. Look at these colors in here. These are the nameless thread that's been running on Princess Louise's head. The children at school seem much bigger than me. You said they'll be nice, but there's no guarantee. It's all very big and I feel very small. And I don't think I know much about it all. I don't know the rules yet. Or what should I do? Or what I should do? I think I prefer to just stay here with you. What a tangle, Gran said. Let's take one thing at a time. We'll work out what's yours and what should be mine. They talked through the evening, and when they were through, they managed to sort out one cloud into two. Gran took the big cloud and Louise took the small and thought, maybe this thread's not so dreadful at all. They tied the threads away out of sight, putting them in a safe place for the night. Then in the morning, when Louise went to school, she picked up her thread and Gran took hers too. They walked in together, then Gran said goodbye, and Louise went inside to give school a good try. Now, Louise is inside the school learning. Looks like Princess Louise is having fun. The funny thing was, all through the day, bits of the thread just floated away. It's gone. By the time they were home with the book before bed, nothing was left on the big cloud of thread. Your thread vanished too, said Louise, and Gran smiled. They usually do. It just takes a while. Ta-da! The end! So Princess Louise and the Nameless Thread talks about her worries about starting the school. This is ages for 2 to 6 years old. This is perfect, especially that kids are starting to go back to school. There you have it, our back to school theme. I hope you had fun. Well, it's time for me to say goodbye. I will see you again next time, and I hope you have a very beautiful Mid-Autumn Festival. I'll see you again next time. Thank you very much. Goodbye.